We have a new segment for y'all. So our party topics in the past have been news-centric, which was not our original intent with party topics. So we're going to introduce our new news segment, The Drop. We'll run down some of the big news that dropped this week. See what we did? Party topics aren't disappearing in the slightest. Slow news weeks will more than likely feature a short drop or no drop at all, and feature our beloved party topics. So without further ado, let's start the drop.
Insert sound effect here. Yes.
This will look better once we get this thing going. So it's finally happened, folks. Hell is frozen over. The nerdiest of nerds in the world are fully torqued. Sora from Kingdom Hearts is in Smash Bros.
Oh heck.
What the fuck is life, Carlos? What is going on?
So yeah, the fun thing about that was the whole Sakurai Presents thing. It was the final one, and it was all heartfelt and amazing. But Sakurai straight up said that, there was a survey a while back. I can't remember if it was for the 3DS or the Wii U version of Smash, where they officially got information from everybody that voted on who would you like to see in Smash, period. And then they never gave us the info. They never gave us the results of that. And they didn't because they wanted to have a whole shit ton of stuff to surprise us with for this generation's game. So the Sakurai was like, well, sorry. It was really a great moment for anybody that pays attention to Smash. But yeah, we got Sora, we got Doomslayer as a
oh yeah, Doomslayer
as an extra fighter.
Dude, I'm so glad they actually had. I mean, I don't actually care about Smash that much, but he was the one when people
fighter.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say it's a skin.
Yeah,
okay,
as the meat gunner. Everybody's always had their long shot that they're like, man, I hope this character gets in Smash. But Doomslayer is the only one ever that I actually hoped would someday get into Smash. So that is cool that on the very last reveal that he got the nod, that finally Doom id Software retweeted their old tweet of Doomslayer and the Animal Crossing Isabelle together, and they're like, finally it's happened. Now they're both in Smash.
Just went crazy with that again, and it was fantastic. Twitter is so great sometimes.
I totally Shell just reminded me of something, and this is what I wanted originally to be in part of the drop, and I totally forgot.
Wow.
But that's just how much has happened this week. I wanted to talk about how horny Nintendo France is, and we missed it. Because they had that post of Samus and Snake. Anyway.
Oh,
yeah.
Join our communities and all that stuff for memes and all that good stuff.
Yes.
Right.
But yeah, so here's my thing. There is a segment of the population that really loves Kingdom Hearts. And I get that this character makes sense, but how many damn Square characters are we going to put in this game? Also, I feel like Kingdom Hearts is the most obtuse game in existence, except for maybe your favorite, Carlos, Xenoblade, or maybe getting deep into Final Fantasy lore. Yeah. But like, whatever's going on in Kingdom Hearts, no one actually knows. And if there's Disney characters in there, I feel
like their entire parties, they're like rich people parties where everyone has like their pinkies out and stuff, and they walk around and just pretend like they know what's going on in Kingdom Hearts.
Yes. And if you're into Kingdom Hearts, cool, and I get it, Disney is cool and Final Fantasy is cool, melding those worlds, interesting idea, but I get why this is a big deal, but at the same time I'd have been like, oh yeah, of course. Like it's not a it's not a like for some people this is like a oh my god moment, and for me I'm just like, yep, that seems like something they would do, like it's not a I don't know, they didn't put Kratos in it or anything
to
crazy.
Me it feels appropriate as the last one. I mean, yeah. I'm with you, Chris. I do not care about Kingdom Hearts even the smallest bit. But I mean Sora. So Kingdom Hearts is of course it's a huge umbrella game. It's an umbrella IP because it has a lot of other IPs in it, right? Just like Smash does. And so for them to use, let's see, I had some skip ahead point here.
Sorry, Sakurai going, what? Was very funny to me.
That's Nintendo
Like,
Direct for you.
he was like stroking an invisible beard. I was like, what are you doing?
They got jokes. But yeah, I feel like it's appropriate that they would marry these two different IPs that are both umbrella IPs. They have all of these these characters from other worlds inside of them.
Yeah.
It's just a shame that we never got SpongeBob in this game, you know?
Oh, well, that happened too. That's something that came out today?
I think it came out
Tuesday?
the same day that this Direct happened. I think it happened on the 5th.
Oh, the Nintendo knockoff? Yeah, it's cool, right? Like I'm happy for the people that are super into this. How old is Smash now? How old is this Smash game that we're still talking about and people are still pumped about?
Almost old enough to drive. I think Ultimate
2016?
Ultimate came out in 2001. No, I don't know when it came out.
I mean, this one's like 3.5 years old.
Okay. It just feels like it's like when is this going to end? When are we going to read off this insanity, Carlos, of these numbers?
Hey, I just want to say real quick before you read those off that if Debbie was here, they would say something like, "How dare you?" How could I can't.
Chris?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Here, I'm responding there. So yeah, there. Like I said, the whole Sakurai Presents thing was great. It was a culmination of 3 years of working on Ultimate, but at the same time, especially for him, it's over fucking 20 years of work, because there's definitely not a guarantee, and there's really honestly no reason for him to try to work on another Smash. Period. There's just not.
Yeah, there's no reason.
And
I mean, look at it. Read these numbers,
so,
Carlos, to really tip the scale and let people know what the hell is going on here.
Yeah, so he put up these awesome numbers that they have come up with over the years, and so there are 89 fighters in the game.
You didn't even begin to pick.
And out of the 116 stages, they all have the Alpha and the Omega, or Alpha and Battlefield versions. And then there are 201 items, 1,100 songs. A lot of those are re-recorded, like not straight from the games. They were re-recorded for Smash.
Oh, you're playing the Nintendo. Okay.
1,500 spirits, 450 different games have been featured in some way, whether that's images or spirits or characters. So 2.2 billion hours have been played, and then 11.7 billion offline games, 7.8 billion online games. If we just go by straight hours, I'm sure that's, or if we just go by like straight minutes, it's gonna just be a ridiculous number. I mean, people love this game. People love this entire series for a long time, and I get it. And I am glad that Sora. We didn't get fucking Goku. We didn't get Master Chief. That's
wow.
Fine. At the end of the day, I am pleased with that. Even though my personal choice, I would have gone ahead and said, why not Waluigi, or my other choice.
Why not Zoidberg?
Isaac from Golden Sun.
Why not Zoidberg?
Who from Golden Sun?
Isaac, the main character from Golden Sun. He was a big one that everybody wanted because we were hoping maybe we'd get a new game out of it. But no, we got Sora, and then we got the re-release of the Kingdom Hearts games on cloud versions. On Switch.
What frustrates me is, why didn't they just announce another Fire Emblem character? We've all wanted Fire Emblem to come to Smash, and this was finally the moment to add the first Fire Emblem character.
He is an anime sword player. So.
Yeah, that's true. Smash Ultimate especially is overwhelming because it has so many characters. And like Brawl was the top of my Smash game. Brawl was my favorite because it had just the right amount of items and types of attacks and different characters in different maps. And then when I very casually tried to play Ultimate, especially when we'd run like in-person events, man, it was just hard. I mean, I'm not that competitive with it because I know I'm not going to be good, and I'm not really interested in getting much better. So, therefore I shouldn't be mad if I lose. But when I would play, I'm just like overwhelmed by all of the stuff going on. Like, it's just, it makes me, this is dramatic, but it kind of makes me feel like an old man. Like, not really, but a little bit, where I'm just like, I don't have enough time to dedicate to this to even be a good casual player. And like for me, so, if you are playing on Switch with Wi-Fi, your online's not going to be good because it's Wi-Fi. It's Nintendo Switch Wi-Fi, and Smash doesn't have that good of netcode anyway, even if you're wired in. So that makes it tough. I mean, this is the end of the new characters for Smash, but I mean, people are still playing Smash 64. Like, this game is going to continue to have life for a long, long time. I couldn't say anything to the size of the community and where it will go after this. But there are plenty of people who might even look at this as like the beginning for them, because now they don't have to learn anything. Like, they don't have to expect any new characters or anything. They can learn everything how it is now, and it'll probably stay like this forever unless they patch characters in the future. But
plus, that we were opening up the N64 on the Switch. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get Smash 64 eventually.
Really? Oh, we should do some dumb bet on when we think we'll see that. For all the jelly beans.
Oh.
And you really think we're gonna see Smash 64?
2023, probably. Yeah.
2023.
If it can make money,
man,
they gonna do it.
Okay,
next
Carlos. No, I'm making this bet now because we're never gonna come back to it. Carlos, I bet you a 6-pack of whatever your beer of choice is.
We go.
That we will not see it by the very end of 2023. I'm hoping we don't. I don't want them to re-release it. I mean, I'm almost positive I'm going to lose this bet, but I'm making this bet right now. All right? Case of beer into 2023.
Yeah. All right. I'm on.
Or 6-pack of beer, rather. All right, bet.
Bet.
Next topic on the drop. The Resident Evil franchise has a new film coming out. It finally leaves behind the Paul W.S. Anderson garbage and looks like a whole new dumpster fire from director Johannes Roberts.
Oh, come on. I think this looks fine. Chill.
So the reason why I say it's a dumpster fire is he is known for his very shitty low-budget shark movies, 47 Meters Down. So I would also say this looked okay and didn't look that bad. But then you have to look at the other things that this person has done and then go, oh, okay. Well, don't expect too much. I do like the fact that, and you could throw this trailer up too, I believe, Thomas, without us getting in trouble.
Oh, yeah. I'm too busy editing the dumb captions.
I see that. I do like the fact that we actually have characters from the games in it that aren't, and they look like those characters, and they're not Mila Jovovich. But I just wouldn't, like, we all get excited, right?
Like to get excited.
Every time there's a new video game movie, we're all like, all right, this will be the good one.
Okay, hold on. Who in your life says that? Everybody knows that, like, video game movies are well documented as bad. Like, but not the cult following kind of bad. I didn't need to watch that kind of bad.
I would still attest that the Silent Hill one is pretty good. The first one is pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah,
I thought it was actually pretty nice.
I thought that was a quality movie.
Yeah. There's just bits of this where the CGI looks horrendous, just like in 47 Meters Down. A lot of CGI sharks. This is so it's just interesting the fact that we're finally getting away from the Paul W.S. Anderson stuff, because literally every time a Resident Evil movie came out, you're like, how is it still the same fucking guy? Like, we know that these are bad. What are we doing? He made 28 movies. What are we doing?
28 movies later, that's what's next.
28 movies later. Yeah. Good one. And it's like focusing on Umbrella, and it could get interesting, hopefully. But it's got the guy that is the big guy from Umbrella Academy. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, and Dickon. Or
And who?
Rickon. Rickon in Game of Thrones.
Yes. So that's kind of a bright spot, but I'm still like,
Wait,
and the fact that they're using the mansion and everything, it's like, okay, maybe. This will be a Netflix special. Like, it's only in theaters. It won't be there very long, and you'll immediately see it on some streaming service somewhere.
That tyrant shot really, really, really kills me.
The
Uh,
liquor looks all right. The liquor looks great.
is fine.
is
But
that
the
is
dog
the big
and
tall one?
the tyrant. Yeah, go back to that. Let's see that again.
I'm paused on it. Dude, I'm here for that. I just watched Willy's
Yuck.
Wonderland on Hulu with Nick Cage.
Yuckers.
First of all, love that movie. Go watch Willy's Wonderland. The CGI is terrible in that movie, and it's on purpose, and I'm here for it. And this, like, even though the movie
It's not on
this movie is
purpose.
pretty serious, I'm totally okay with this level of CGI in a movie like
Oh
this.
my god.
I am not.
Okay, I have watched all the movies. I have played all but 7 and 8. I've watched too much of 7 and 8. Oh my god, this is the worst version of a tyrant. I'm not gonna say the tyrant because it wasn't exactly.
I don't even know what the tyrant is. I only
It's
know
just bad.
Mr. Broad Shoulders in his top hat. Not a top hat, but what's
Mr.
that
X.
hat
Mr.
called?
X is technically a tyrant, but yeah.
Okay,
Tom Harper or Happer. That's who it is.
thank you,
So,
Shell.
the
Shell.
funny thing here, I went ahead and looked up the info real quick. So I talked about it being low budget earlier. Well, guess what? Back in 2002, the original RE movie was 33 million budget. Okay. The budget for this, 40 million.
Jesus. And that's what we got?
That's what we got.
I'm not that mad about this. Okay, where can we?
I'm gonna be mad about it.
Okay, when this comes out, I don't know. I shouldn't.
Watch along.
I shouldn't make a
Watch along,
promise.
baby.
Okay, see, Thomas, the thing to know is that whatever it was, 6 or 7 movies that the original franchise had made $1.2 billion.
Fucking crazy.
It made far more than it ever cost.
No kidding.
Even
Wow,
the shittiest
that's such a
one
huge
still
profit,
made enough
dude. No
money.
wonder they made like 17 of those things. They still have. I feel like even after the last one, they were still profitable from the first one. Like, damn.
Mila had 2 kids during the production of these movies.
And they're both
Like,
zombies.
goddamn.
That's crazy.
They're both zombies. One of them is now Nemesis.
Yeah, and the other one went to college. She's,
Well, actually,
studying to be a
one of
doctor.
the kids grew up to be Black Widow, so that's
Oh.
the thing.
Oh,
Okay.
dang.
If you didn't know, yeah.
Well, anyway, that's a news item that happened this week. We'll see what that be like when it comes out in November, like super soon. And we didn't even know it existed until today. Or
Okay, I
yesterday.
tell you what. Everybody who can hear my voice, when this when this movie hits like a major streaming platform, I think I'm gonna call a watch night. We're gonna watch this in Discord. We're all gonna hit play at the same time.
Zombies
And
are forever.
We're gonna enjoy it together because this seems like my kind of popcorn movie. Like, pretty bad. You can laugh at it even when it's not on purpose, which is really the best way to enjoy a movie like this.
Yes.
You said $40 million. That
just a reminder.
surprises me.
We also still have Resident Evil Infinite Darkness on Netflix already. So
Oh, that's the animated one, though, right?
yeah.
Is
Okay.
I mean,
That should probably be all right.
Is it good? Do we know?
Well, if it's Warner, is it Warner Brothers that owns it?
Sure.
Who owns it? Because Warner Brothers does all the animated stuff for DC.
I don't remember who did.
So if it's like similar styles, it should be all right. We'll see. Next item, and probably the biggest item of the week. Twitch was hacked so hard, it's gonna wish it wasn't hacked so hard. According to
Who
a
wrote
report
this
from
script?
Video Games,
How do we let Chris in this Google Doc?
according to a report from the Video Game Chronicles, Chris Scullion An anonymous hacker claims to have leaked the entirety of Twitch, the entirety of it, including the source code and user payout information.
That's pretty crazy.
So it's a 125 gigabit torrent. It was on 4chan on Wednesday. All the files are available to download if that's the weird things you're into. The leaked data reportedly includes the entirety of Twitch's source code with commit history going back to its early beginnings.
Which is apparently a record of changes. I didn't know what that meant when I read it.
Right.
History.
Creator payout reports from 2019 on. Mobile, desktop, and console Twitch clients. Proprietary SDKs and internal AWS services used by Twitch. Every other property that Twitch owns.
In quotes.
Jesus, including IGDB, which I don't know what that is, and CurseForge, which I also don't know what that is.
I give a database is what that stands for.
I give a database.
Or Instagram database.
The database that oh my god, guys. That's the database I'm trying to tell you guys to use for the press kit stuff. That's what that's for.
Oh,
gotcha.
Shoot, we should listen to the stuff Carlos says.
Oh my god.
An unreleased Steam competitor, codenamed Vapor, from Amazon Game Studios. And Twitch internal red teaming tools designed to improve security by having staff pretend to be hackers.
So out of all this stuff, the one thing you should know is that first, if you haven't been pinged by 19 Discords already, you should change your Twitch information. You should go change your password and go reset your stream key. And in fact, I was going to reset my stream key tomorrow when I did some work this weekend, but I couldn't even stream to my account through OBS today without resetting my stream key first, which is easy. There's plenty of things online that'll tell you how to do it. But your stream key is your code that allows access to your stream. If I knew one of your stream keys, I could technically stream to your account from OBS right now. I wouldn't even need your login information, as far as I understand anyway. But go change your information, because Twitch might not even let you stream until you do, which is a good thing, because all that stuff was leaked, and they leaked the information that allows you to find the hidden passwords or your hidden two-factor authentication codes and all this stuff. It's a whole debacle.
It sounds great. Sounds like they got it sorted out.
Yeah, it's happening in the same week that Facebook had its biggest outage since 2008, when Facebook and Instagram both went down for a long time on Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Monday. And it was wild. And now half the world's got themselves asking, do we even need Facebook? Do we even like this website?
Imagine being like, hey, so when are we going to tell everyone that we got engaged? And then, being like, well, we can't. So let's wait it out.
Yeah. Dude, that's funny. You're like, we've got huge news, and we're just going to keep this in our pocket for just a second.
Yeah.
And there's an interesting debate on Twitter about some of the information that's gone out too, if anybody wants to talk about it.
But I do want to talk about this really quick.
Yeah.
You should not give a single fuck what somebody else is getting paid unless you are a direct competitor to them, or have a similar job. So if a big Twitch streamer is making a lot of money and that makes you angry, then you go do it. You know what I mean? I saw some people freaking out about this on Twitter. This is why I don't do Twitter, is because it's gross. And there's a lot of weird things that happen there. And people getting mad about people making a lot of money. People getting mad about people that worked really hard to do this thing, to make it a career, and then being mad about that is insane to me.
Well, so let's be careful how we frame this, because all of the things that you said apply to the same rich people that I still despise and think should be limited because of their hard work getting into a business. I mean, Bezos, right? Tax him. Just tax the shit out of him.
Yeah, absolutely. Tax him.
Well, right.
Yes.
But the point is that the difference between a Bezos and the top person on Twitch, I haven't even looked, but I know that the numbers
Shroud. Let's go with Shroud. He has 46.5K watching him play New World right now.
Yeah. So the difference here is that people voluntarily give their money specifically to those people.
Yes.
The Twitch streamers, they may also make additional money through sponsorships and collaborations, but it's not like they're getting tax breaks, that are making them wealthy. They're not taking an advantage of a system. There are individual customers that are giving their money directly to these creators. It'd be different if it was like, oh, the top earning creator is actually a firm that manages a bunch of talent. That's not what's happening.
Yeah.
Instead, it's like these individual people made all this money, and then those creators, a lot of creators have confirmed on Twitter that those numbers are accurate to what they actually made during that time. But yeah, this stuff's dicey. It's just like people are giving their money directly.
What I was trying to say is like, these people are not the enemy.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and I
think about what the
wholeheartedly
actual
agree
enemy
with that.
is. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, is it insane that some of these people are bringing in many hundreds of thousands of dollars every month on Twitch alone? Yeah, that's totally wild. But it's not like they're not taking advantage of a system at the expense of others. Like,
right. Yeah.
They don't get my money unless I give it to them, So
Correct.
I mean, I'm jealous of those guys too. I wish I could make even just a portion of the money that they see every month, even on a slow month for them. But yeah, don't be mad.
Like, imagine if we became successful. Imagine that. wild idea.
Right.
If this became a successful stream and a somewhat successful stream, and they just put out our information of like how much we were making out there, we'd be like, what the fuck? And like, if people were mad about it, we'd be like, why are you guys mad? we're putting in the work to make it happen, like, people want to be successlogging it's not a it's just a weird thing to get angry
actually
about.
if people watch the VOD, the very first thing that they will hear on this stream is you logging on Twitch and discovering Amaranth doing ASMR.
Number 48 on Twitch, by the way.
I also was like, what in the fuck? I didn't think that was a legal thing that they could do on there. And then I asked, how is this not pornography? And then Carlos was like, oh, well, it's a whole workaround. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure this is like.
Yeah, because they were like, no sexual content. But if that,
I saw this on a different website earlier today. Like, it's like the same thing. So I'm very confused.
But I mean, honestly, that's like a legitimate part of this conversation, though, because there are a lot of people on Twitch doing things that people have lots of opinions about, whatever that entails. I mean, some people are. There's a guy, I can't remember his name. I've actually unsubscribed because I wasn't interested. But there's a Kansas City streamer that only streams his day to day. He streams all day, basically every day, and it's just him. He's like, I'm driving to KFC to get some chicken. And he keeps his camera on the entire time, and he always has hundreds of viewers and constant donations and all this stuff. And people love that. And good for him. That's weird. Like, when I look at that, I'm just like, what is he even doing? And I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing it well because he's clearly
driving to KFC to get some chicken and some mediocre sides.
Right.
He's going to the wrong chicken place, but that's whatever.
We need to rate it. We'll be one of those hate rates, and we'll be like Popeyes.
Always Popeyes.
But yeah, I mean, it's an interesting conversation. I mean, of course, for most of us, all this means is change your information. But Twitch is such a big company, so to have a huge hack like this happen, the same week that Facebook had a big thing.
I mean, it's Amazon. Like Twitch getting like I'm sure Bezos over there right now at Amazon is like going, the fuck. And like trying to like get everybody on the same page.
You know what he's doing right now?
How much is this like infiltrating Amazon itself? You know what I mean?
Dude, because his phone is ringing and he's like, not my problem. I'm driving a car to space. Like, don't stop calling me. Just send me the check,
Yeah, it's wild. But yeah, it's crazy that all of this stuff happened like in the past week. Like Facebook, Instagram, and something else went down. What was it? There's another Facebook company I can't remember the name of. WhatsApp? That's it.
Oh yeah, they bought WhatsApp for many billions of dollars a while back.
And Twitch this week. It's like this stuff is becoming like way more common. And what's crazy is that like if you ever are watching football on the weekends and it starts doing the 60 minutes coverage, it's almost always this place got hacked and this is what they did about it, or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, here's some shit about
it's like-
cryptocurrency and everything's going terribly wrong. An interesting thing about this is when the leak was dumped on 4chan, it said that it was part 1 of this leak.
Oh, Jesus.
And based on... So the person said that they were releasing this information so that they could increase, or so that they could encourage disruption and like basically break Twitch's rule, like their monopoly on streaming services.
Yes,
which I agree with.
Increase that, yeah.
Because there have been many conversations over the past few years about how Twitch has had opportunities. They clearly have the resources to do anything they want. And they have had opportunities to improve their services in all sorts of different ways that people have asked for, but also in ways that they could innovate. Like, they don't need to wait for people to tell them what they want. They're a competent, large company. They can come out, they can hire people to come out with groundbreaking resources for Twitch. They don't do that because they're owned by Amazon, and Amazon is in the business of not improving services, but buying competitors who are the best at services. So they bought Twitch when it was successful, and they've been cruising on that success because Twitch has been a top dog this whole time, and they can afford to not improve their service because is everybody going to go to YouTube? No, because YouTube can't figure their stuff out either. Everybody's going to go to Facebook? No, because they can't figure their stuff out either. But it's that Twitch isn't, in my opinion, Twitch isn't getting better, like intentionally. It's not like they don't have the resources. So with something like this, if the activism of it is to basically damage Twitch in a way that helps people check out other sources, then, I mean, good for them, I guess. I mean, I'm not going to applaud somebody for this hack, but the point is, this is part 1 of this, and they only released all this data that is damaging to Twitch. The information that they have implies that they have access to our passwords and all of the stuff that would be damaging to individuals, either, you know, the consumers and the creators that are on that platform. So they have not done that. It is implied that they have that information, which is why everyone says, hey, change your password, because if this information is leaked later, then it could immediately bite you in the ass. But they haven't done that yet, which leads me to believe that they might actually mean what they're saying and they're actually doing it for activism and not to just hurt people. Because you never know with hackers. You can't, you know, it's not like you can check their credentials, you know.
Right. What's your credentials?
Yeah.
How far in the Matrix have you gone?
Right.
Did you take the red pill or the blue pill?
Dude, usually the only hackers with credentials are the like really, really awful ones. They're like, oh, you remember that thing that was terrible and devastated, you know, the world market for 2 days? Oh, that was us.
That was me.
So yeah, who knows if part 2 of this leak will ever actually come out? My layman's opinion is that they're just letting people know that, like, hey, we have your information and people can get it. But we're not here to damage you. We're here to damage Twitch, because we think it's a monopoly, and I think toxic cesspool was the word they used to describe the community. Even though I'm thinking, like, bro, not everybody on Twitch is a freaking hotspot that's trying to do hate raids and all sorts of weird stuff.
No.
But you know, I get it, I guess.
I mean, the fact that I just learned what hate raids are is just like, what?
It's a weird
Get
thing.
a fucking life.
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
Jesus
we live
Christ.
in the age of robots. Robots are stealing PS4s and yelling hate slurs on Twitch streams. It's wild. 2021, baby.
As far as some positivity from it, seeing that Critical Role is the top earner is both a surprise and a good.
Oh, that's
one.
cool.
It's pretty legit. I didn't know because I don't really follow them. I love all the people behind it, but they made just about $10 million over the past couple of years, and
Jesus.
apparently that's not even. They haven't been doing new content that entire time. Some of that time they've been like doing like basically reruns of some of their stuff. So
Yeah.
it's very impressive.
Yeah.
Well, and that's not including their merch sales and all that.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Good for them.
there is a hell of a community behind them, and that is very exciting to see that gaming in all forms is still kicking a lot of ass on Twitch.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode of the podcast. Who wants to send us out?
Yeah, I'll go ahead. This has been episode 44.
Yeah, baby.
We are still kicking. We are
We're
getting a
not
whole lot
dead
of
yet.
new stuff out there. You guys are gonna hear some more news here in the future, hopefully on the different things that we're trying to come up with. So definitely stick around, and don't forget to go to www.partyinvite.games for more of our content, links to our community if you haven't visited already. And of course, just get in the conversation, whether it's in chat or it's in Discord or it's on Facebook or wherever we decide to push our stuff to in the future.
Yeah.
Just get in on it, get in on this party, and be aware that there's plenty more to come.
Okay, bye.
All right.
Bye.